Hola, vamos a aprender sobre lección 1, el alfabeto español. So we're going to learn about lesson 1, the Spanish alphabet. So we did watch this video here. It is on YouTube. If you search Spanish alphabet, you can probably find it. It is catchy. It also goes through all the alphabet names, which you'll see on the note sheet. So how is it different than English? So you'll see there off on the right is that Spanish alphabet. And here we have new letters. There are a few different letters in Spanish. Additional letters, you've got the che, so they make the CH into one letter. The che sounds just like in English. Then you have the AY, which is the double L, and double L makes a Y sound, like in tortilla. You have the Ny, which makes kind of like an NY sound smashed together, Nya, like an onion. And that is, it's going to be the N with a little squiggly line on top. Then they have the R, which is a double R, and in Spanish they like to roll their R's on any R, but if there is if there's two R's, they really make sure to give it a good roll, like burrito. That R, that's a rolling of an R. Something that can be hard for English speakers to get, but with some practice you can get there. So there's perro versus perro. It's important. You got the contrasting but versus the dog, the word for dog, perro. You'll see that this is quite a thing in Spanish. They have quite a few double R's. All right, so vowel pronunciation. That's a good place to start when we're talking about how you actually say words. So the names of the alphabet letters is one thing. They're tied to the sound it makes, but they are their own thing. Just like we have A, B, C, D. That isn't actually the sound it always makes, but they are connected. A D makes a duh sound. But the place to start with pronunciation is with our vowels. So in English, pronunciation of vowels varies widely based on the word. They're all over the place. In Spanish, however, the vowel sounds are incredibly consistent, which is nice. And it is the #1 way to, in my opinion, to make you sound less American and more authentic in your speech. So here are the Spanish vowel sounds. They're going to be different. There's going to be a few that are swapped around compared to our English. We have our English A is the A in Spanish, as in father. The English E is actually the Spanish A, as in 8, which is kind of a little different. Then you have our English I is the Spanish E. So you have A, A, E. Then O, as in boat. So that's just like we have in English. And then the U, as in moo. That is the English U. So A, E, O, and U. And those are the sounds they make consistently in every word. They never vary. So if you see an English A, it's going to make an A sound. If you see an English E, it's going to make an A sound, and so on. Now, consonant pronunciation. Fortunately, I've got some good news. There are many of them that are similar or the same. But there are a few that do have distinct differences. We also have those new letters, obviously, are going to be somewhat different. These ones here are all ones that are generally more or less like English. So there's a bunch of them, but it does leave, there's 26 letters in our English alphabet. It does leave a good number of them that need that have some distinct difference. So first off, we have the English C, or the Spanish se. And this actually, I include this here, it does do what English does, but a lot of people don't realize that in English, the C can make a hard C, as in cat, or a soft C, like celebrate. It does the same thing in Spanish. You can have a word like correr has the hard C. You can also have one like cerrado. Starts with the same C, but it's a soft C. The English G, or the Spanish hey, makes a hard G, as in gut, or a soft G. So in English, we have a soft G, but it doesn't make the same sound as the Spanish. In Spanish, the soft G is like the English H. So you could have a gordo or terminar. Both start with the English letter G, Spanish he. Spanish, the H English H, the Spanish H, is silent in Spanish. And if this, I call it a gringo mistake. It just sounds really bad if you make your H's have H sounds to them. So make sure they're silent. Hola, hello, has an H at the start. It's silent. The English J, or the jota in Spanish, makes the English H sound. You're used to that from like a Juan or Jose, jalapeno, those kind of things. The English Q, in Spanish, it also precedes U, but instead of making a qu sound, it's going to make a k sound. So just like a K, like that hard C in cake, it's where you get que pasa. So this is one case where actually the U becomes silent when it's combined with the Q. You get a k sound. Our English V, the Spanish be, second be, they have two of them because the English V just makes a B sound. They don't have a V sound in Spanish really. Their Vs, the Vs are going to be turned to bus sounds, so you'll have things instead of venir, it's venir. Again, that's something that's going to really help how you sound is if you make sure to make your V's make B sounds. All right, our English X, or the Spanish X, makes a X sound like you'd expect, but sometimes with some proper names, it can make the English H sound like in Mexico, or the Ch sound is in Chile. And last but not least, you have the English Z, or the Zeta in Spanish. Makes a soft Z sound, almost like an S, like a little S with a little zing to it. They don't really have a strong Z sound. So like a word like zapatos starts with a Z, but you don't really say zapatos, it's zapatos. El fin.